It's a bit cloudy today. New day. The task for today is to make sure this piece goes onto the chassis. And I'm also gonna weld the member that holds the seat. So I just want to clean this up first, and we go from there.
Starlight, it's our lives in hindsight. And as I lay here in the street, I see what I need. I need escape from this debris, carefree.
all that metal work, and the reason is I need to take a rest for basically all my muscles. It's a very physically demanding task. But in the meantime, there are other things that are important to be focusing on, to turn my attention to rather. And what I have on my desk, first of all, there's snacks, and I have my entire setup for the electronics. You can see it's currently turned on, and you can do so using this key, Subaru, I think, and it comes on with all that fancy animations. This is a 30 amp hour battery. I haven't really calculated. It's a 72 volt 30 amp hour battery, so I forget how many kilowatts it is. This is a 5 kilowatt motor. It's capable of up to 7 kilowatts, and this is a far drive controller. Most of these things you can actually get for yourself on Alibaba. And right over here I have my multimeter, and the task for today is to have labels on all of these wires, because there are plenty of labels without wires, wires without labels. And you see, I'd already started on the task. I already started filming, but I figured might as well just start explaining as well. And the reason for this is because I am going to incorporate a couple of things into the go-kart that are not typically on go-karts. First of all, lights, headlights, rear tail lights. Not gonna have reversing lights for sure. Might have a horn, and for that reason, that's the reason I'm actually undertaking this, should I say, endeavor, to try and what they do. Some of them I already know what they do, so I won't have to label them, because they go very specifically with their respective plugs. And like this one is a Bluetooth. I should be able to control the controller or send update commands to the controller using my phone. So yeah, I'm gonna crack at this for the remainder of the day. It's a bit later in the evening. Just came from work, and this is gonna make up the bulk of today's tasks. And once I'm done doing this, I should be able to just go and lay out this entire wire harness into the vehicle. What next? Did I forget anything? I don't think so. Yeah, single take.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. fall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do.
All right. So I got a lot of context from all my testing for what wire goes where. Let me show you. So I have a horn, for instance. That's when I click on this button, this becomes activated at 12 volts. I have daytime running lights. That's when I click, where's the button? That's when I click this to the first position in the center and then the second position at the far end. I have full lights and the normal front running lights. I have no idea what this pink does. I know it's at 12 volts at all times. The indicator light is a bit of unique because you have one negative and two positives. So when I click on left, the orange is positive 12. When I click on right, the blue is positive 12 and the orange is at 0. So you will not get a confusing, rather a conflicting information to other drivers on the road. Let's see. So this is for the rear lights. Something unique about these rear lights. So we have one negative, one rear light. Sorry. So you have one negative, that's the black, and the positive is the brown. So I think I managed to get everything that I needed. So when these accessories start arriving, I should be able to just plug them in quick. One thing I forgot to mention, so you will need a multimeter if you're doing something like this. So by clicking through, maybe I mentioned it already, but by clicking through these buttons, you should be able to measure different voltages across the wires. Now another trick I could definitely give you is try and follow the colors of these wires. When they do get to this junction, for instance, this connector, they do change colors on the other side. So try and follow how those wires are flowing and you should be able to get some good information out of your connections. Perfect lighting. Man, look at that. Sun is almost setting. So I'm currently staring at a lot of components that need to go together, and let's begin with my very innovative way of carrying all of these components. So all of these are connected together the way they should be connected together, and the reason they're in a plastic bucket or basin is because I could not figure out how to carry all of this. It's really heavy. Figure out how to carry all of this without injuring myself, so this was the safest option. And I have new material. I had to get some extra material because what I had before was running out, and I don't think I'm gonna end up using this flat bar for this project at this time. Rather figure out how to use it or where to use it, so I don't think I'm gonna use it. Let's proceed. So some 2mm thick 1-inch square tubing. This one I'm gonna use it for a bit of bracing here and there, my very open toolbox. And let's begin from the back. So this is a 2 kilowatt-hour battery. Has very beefy connectors. It's capable of, so those are the specs: 72 volts, 30 amps, 84 volts, and 60 volt cutoff. So this is lithium ion. I am not sure whether it's lithium ion. As I ordered it, that's what's making noise. As I ordered it, I asked the supplier to use lithium ion cells for my order, that is. And yeah, so this is what I have. Some more angle iron. I just placed this here and I thought it looked kind of cool. I might end up actually using that to support the battery at the rear end, or support it somewhere over here between the seat and the axle. So I haven't figured that out as of yet. Might be a bit of better weight balance. And what next do we have? So I need to also mount the steering. So now I'm into the list of the things that I need to do. One of them is to mount the steering wheel and the steering system. The second one is to mount the battery. And the fact that I have this angle iron, I could just put some strips along somewhere, which I haven't figured out where yet. And I do have brake fluid. I had to get some brake fluid. This is not enough, and I had to change how this line is facing. So basically flipped this. It was facing the other way, just flipped it 180 degrees. This little thing is my throttle. So it's a cable throttle. You can see the arrow, and it's a Hall effect throttle. So what I want to do next is just basically hook the motor up to the chassis and the battery, place everything where I think it needs to go. Might change, so that's tentative. I think it might need to go there, but it might not end up going there. And figuring out the work plan for tomorrow, because as I mentioned earlier, the sun is almost setting. What next? Once I'm done with this, tomorrow is going to be a heavy day, welding heavy day, cutting and grinding and polishing. Hopefully I'll be able to finish all of this by the day after tomorrow, which is Thursday. And if you may remember from the first episode that I recorded, I mentioned that the reason, probably move my camera. Okay, I mentioned that the reason I'm doing this project is to attend an EV parade in Nairobi on the 22nd. So I've really been scrambling to do this after work hours, during the weekends, and I'm quite tired, so I haven't done anything the last 2 days, including today. Well, apart from what I'm going to be doing today, I haven't done really much in terms of a lot of physical labor. So tomorrow I do want to continue and try and finish as much as I can. One of the problems that I do foresee is the sprocket and the brake. Now for the brake, I need to reduce its diameter a bit just for clearance. It's quite stiff in there, just for clearance, because it's touching these springs. So I'll reduce the diameter of that a bit, and then figure out how to weld this gold looking piece to this. They are both iron, so they should be weldable. Maybe they're just plated, so I might need to shave off a couple of millimeters before I start welding and centering it. So that's gonna be a challenge in and of itself. I might need to, maybe I mentioned this in a previous episode, I might need to re-angle this seat, because as it is, it's a complete ab workout. I'm trying to sit in that. And another thing I need to do, probably mount the throttle somewhere over here, so the cable comes like this to the pedal. So yeah, I'm gonna get to this, and stay tuned for a little surprise at the end, where you're gonna hear the motor whining for the first time. Now to the work.